Hello, welcome back. Today we're discussing the full moon happening today, February 1st at 4:09 p.m. Central Time. This full moon is at 13 degrees Leo, opposite the sun at 13 degrees Aquarius. This axis is the balance between personal expression and collective responsibility. At the moment, there's a strong concentration of planets, or stellium, in Aquarius, including Pluto, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Mars. In the past weeks, each of the personal planets of Venus, Mercury, and Mars crossed the paths of Pluto and the Sun, reshaping how we think, communicate, relate, and define our priorities. With the exception of Mars, all of these planets have already moved past the degree of this full moon in the moments before becoming an exact lunation. This means the major decisions, conversations, and perspective shifts have already occurred. It brings awareness to those earlier changes and how they actually feel. The moon is in Leo, which is a sign connected to visibility, pride, and self-expression. It's ruled by the sun, which is currently embedded in the Aquarian stellium. Emotionally, this can highlight questions around recognition, confidence, and belonging, especially in relationships to groups, commitments, or shared goals. Seasonally, we are halfway between winter and spring, moving out of the deepest part of winter. The days are slowly getting longer, but progress is gradual. This full moon reflects that same pattern: clarity without urgency, awareness without immediate action. Before we begin this 12-sign forecast, a quick overview on how it impacts you. The rising sign shows where it's happening, the sun, what's being revealed or illuminated, and the moon, how it feels or the internal perspective. Start with your rising sign if you know it. Then layer in your sun and moon for additional information. For Aries, this full moon highlights the balance between creativity and group involvement. Changes around friends, networks, or long-term goals may have already happened. Now you're checking in emotionally with what still feels enjoyable and authentic. This is about recognizing where your energy feels freely expressed and where it feels forced. For Taurus, this full moon brings attention to home and career. Professional responsibilities or direction may have shifted recently. Now you're noticing how those changes affect your sense of emotional security. This is a moment to protect your private life while staying engaged with your public role. Gemini, this full moon focuses on communication and beliefs. Your understanding of a situation may have already evolved. Now you're feeling the emotional impact of that shift in conversations, learning, or decision-making. Speak from where you truly stand now, even if that's different from before. Cancer, this full moon highlights personal resources and shared commitments. Your values around money, support, or emotional reliance may have changed. Now you're becoming aware of where balance is needed between what you give and what you receive. Leo, this full moon is your personal full moon. It brings focus to your identity through the lens of relationships. You've been changing, and this moment reflects how others respond to that growth. This is about recognizing which connections align with who you are now. Virgo, this full moon highlights rest and daily responsibilities. Recent changes in work or routine may have showed up as fatigue or emotional overload. This is a reminder to slow down, listen to your limits, and adjust before pushing further. For Libra, this full moon focuses on friendships and personal creativity. Your sense of direction may have shifted, and now you're noticing how that affects your social life and creative expression. This is about choosing connections that support both your goals and your happiness. Scorpio, this full moon brings attention to career and home. Public responsibilities may be increasing, but your emotional needs at home have also changed. This moment asks for balance between visibility and privacy. For Sagittarius, This full moon focuses on beliefs and communication. Your perspective may have already changed. Now you're becoming more aware of how that shift affects your conversations, learning, and daily decisions. Alignment between what you believe and what you say matters. Capricorn. This full moon highlights shared resources and personal security. Financial priorities or value systems may have shifted. Now you're feeling the emotional impact of those changes in close partnerships or in shared responsibilities or assets. For Aquarius, this full moon focuses on relationships. You've been redefining who you are, and this moment reflects how that shows up in one-to-one relationships. Some connections deepen through honesty. Others define your emotional limits and boundaries. For Pisces, this full moon highlights work and well-being. Emotional or psychological changes may have already occurred. Now it becomes clearer how well your routines support your energy. Small practical adjustments can make a big difference. This full moon isn't about making anything happen. It's about recognizing what may have already changed and emotionally adjusting.